Squeeze those cheeks and get ready for Under 10 Fitness.
Y'all ready for this?
Today we're going to talk about how to eat less. Specifically, I'm going to share with you how I learned to eat less during the last 3 weeks. I really controlled my habits, what I've been doing as opposed to what I normally did. So I made some drastic changes and I've been able to lose over 11 pounds. So I'm really close to a 12-pound loss here in just 3 weeks. Now, that sounds pretty significant, but I was probably about 30 pounds overweight, thereabouts. I mean, that's 30 pounds over what I want to weigh. And that first 15 or so pounds, in my experience, usually falls off really quickly. I'm going to share with you some tips that I did to achieve that. My name is Drew Smith. I was a personal trainer in a box-style gym for a number of years. I competed in powerlifting, and I've trained clients one-on-one, and I've also done group training classes as well. I currently have a Z-Health certification, and I've studied 2 of the top certification programs here in the United States. And by study them, I mean I ordered all of the materials, I took the tests, I passed the tests, I just didn't go through with the certification for those programs. Now, also, I want to give you an update on under10fitness.com, what's going on there. I'm working really hard to get up my meal program. It's called the SWAG Diet. That's SWAG, and the D in diet stands for dairy. So that's SWAGD. So that's S for sugar, W for wheat, A for alcohol, G for grains, and D for dairy. When you focus on those 5 things, eliminating a lot of them and really just monitoring your intake on the others, you can really achieve what I have, and that's significant weight loss. This is very similar to what I've done with clients when we were leading up to a competition, when you're getting ready to get under the bar for powerlifting. What you want to do is you want to bulk up really, as much as you can. You want to eat a lot. You want to crush it in the gym. You want to build a lot of muscle. And then once you get about 3 months out from competition, you really want to start cutting your weight down and cutting your calories. And you're trying to weigh less when you weigh in. That way you can compete at a lower weight class, but have that strength. So hopefully you'll do better within your weight class. Everybody does it. It's very common. Wrestlers do it. There's other sports out there that do this. Right after you weigh in, you go crush a bunch of food. Now, you don't have a lot of time. Usually you can only weigh in about 24 hours before the competition, but it does allow you to really, I don't want to call it a hack, but it is a little bit of an advantage there. And with this style of eating, myself and clients have just been able to get really, really good results. So I'm working on that. It's going to be downloadable. It's going to be part of the membership at under10fitness.com, which I'm going to give you a promo code for that. The promo code, by the way, it's going to be podcast, and it's actually a coupon. You just use that at the website. It'll give you 50% off. It's usually $9.99 a month. So 50% off of that, it's going to be less than $5 a month for you. You can go and you can download that program. You can also get access to my at-home bodyweight workouts. I'll also be making that available for just a one-time purchase. So if you haven't done so, go check out the website. That is going to launch here in April. So we've got a few more weeks until that is available. I've got it all ready to go. I'm just putting the final touches on it to make it easier for you to read and to understand. So that is going to launch in April. Now let's jump into these tips. When you cut your calories, when you're starting something new, it can be really stressful. It can be challenging. Of course, with everything going on right now with the coronavirus, things are stressful. I've really wanted to just go eat some comfort food, but I've been able to avoid that because it's like, okay, the coronavirus, it's going to pass. While it is serious for most of us, you and I who are healthy people, it's not going to do much damage. It's nothing to be extremely worried about as far as health consequences. Now, I understand being concerned about these things because everybody else is concerned about it. The government's concerned about it. But when things like this happen in life, you have to be able to focus on the big picture in the future. And ultimately, what's going to happen, we're going to get through this as a nation together. and it will be something to look back on and reflect on. What choices did we make during that time? Did we go out and crush a bunch of comfort food? Did we eat processed foods? Did we kind of knock ourselves off course? Did we hoard toilet paper? Think about what the future is going to look like and the choices that you made and how you're going to look back on those and say, you know what? In hindsight, I wish I wouldn't have done that because now I'm just further behind on the progress and my goals here. So a big part of it is remember the end goal. When I'm thinking about how to eat less, I'm remembering the end goal. Over the past 2 years, I gained about 35 to 40 pounds. And I did that because, well, I shift my focus. When my wife got pregnant, we really just focused on what life was going to be like with that new baby. So we didn't hit it as hard. We weren't focused on our diet as much. Then when my daughter was born, that's another year. So it's a year of my wife being pregnant here. Now it's a year of our new baby in our lives, and we're figuring that out. The diet fell behind. So now all of a sudden I'm 35, 40 pounds overweight, but I want to cut that off. So remembering what I used to look like, what I used to feel like, that helped me stay on track, remembering the end goal. One of the biggest things that I also do is eat a little bit and then wait. I don't have to eat everything all at once. You don't have to. Just enjoy the meal, enjoy the time. Eat half of your meal and wait 5-10 minutes, then eat the other half of your meal. Break it up into quarters. However you want to do it, eat a little bit, wait and see how you feel. And that's what I do when I'm actually eating. But before I eat, sometimes I just enjoy feeling hungry. Yeah, how can you enjoy feeling hungry? I just feel it. When I feel hungry, I feel it in my stomach. And I really feel like I actually have rock hard abs when I feel hungry. I feel like I have energy when I'm hungry. I enjoy that. I take that energy and I do something positive with it. I do some push-ups. I do some pull-ups. I put that energy out there and I do something physical with it. So I embrace that hungry feeling, especially when I'm at work. I have a physical job, so I put that energy into my job. Now, you can't do that forever because you're going to get fatigued and you're going to get dizzy and you need to eat. Don't get me wrong. But just enjoy it for a little bit. Just feel it for a little while. And that's what I do. I feel it. Don't be scared of it. I don't run to eat something as soon as I feel hungry. I let it wash over me. I accept it. I realize, okay, it's going to go away soon. I'm going to eat. It's fine. I don't need to eat as soon as I feel hungry. And then I give myself permission to eat more if I need to. I say, look, this is all I'm going to eat right now. I'm not going to worry about the fact that I'm not going to be able to eat again for a couple of hours. I'm just going to enjoy what I have right now. And then if I am still hungry, I'll eat later. There's nothing that's going to harm me by waiting to eat at the end of the day. I could probably wait all day, not eat anything, and then just eat all of my calories at one meal during dinner. And that's going to be okay. I'm going to live. I'm going to survive. There's some long-term things that we don't want to do that could damage ourselves. But, every now and then throughout the week, if I just relax, say it's okay, I will eat if I absolutely have to. There were times when I was cutting calories so much when I was getting ready for a competition that I felt really lethargic. And late at night, in the middle of the night, I felt it was just this weird sensation that washed over me. And I said, I didn't know exactly what it was. For some reason, I thought I might have had like diabetes. Of course, your mind goes to the worst thing when it's late at night and you're tired and drowsy and you're not thinking clearly anyways. But I was like, oh my God, there's something horribly wrong with me. I probably have diabetes. I'm going to, I don't know what it was. Probably just low blood sugar. Anyways, I go to the kitchen, I get myself a banana in the middle of the night, gobble that up, and I felt a lot better. I'm not advising you do that. I'm just saying that if you don't fuel your body and monitor it, there can be some side effects to cutting your calories too much. And then one of the biggest things that I did was I track everything. MyFitnessPal, it's a great app. It's free. All you got to do is create an account, download the app, and you can just enter in your food right there. It makes it super simple. Then what you can also do is go to the search engine Google that we all know and love and search in BMR calculator. That's your basal metabolic rate calculator. And what you'll do is you'll see how many calories you need to eat to be at a certain weight. What I did is I entered in my goal weight, which is 168 pounds, somewhere between there, give or take, well, not take, but give 5 pounds. So anywhere from 168 to 172. In that range, or 173, math is my strong point, remember that. I found out a range of calories that I should be taking in, and that's about 1,700 to 1,800 calories per day. And that's not including the food that I need to be giving myself after I've worked out, right? Because you're going to burn a few calories when you do work out, so you can eat a little bit more on your workout days. And then I keep my calorie range within that, and that's, I think, another huge reason why I've been able to lose so much weight. It's not necessarily the fact that I'm cutting all this stuff out. While I do know that that helps, monitoring my calories has always been a really good way for me to lose weight. As long as I stay within my calorie range, I can lose a lot of weight. Now, once I get closer to my goal weight, right, so from 200 to 190 pounds, that was really easy for me to lose the weight without really monitoring what I was eating. But once I get closer, once I get down to 178 pounds, then I'm really going to have to start monitoring what I'm eating, right? I can't be as fast and loose with what I'm eating. I really need to be strict on the no sugar, the no dairy, the no weed or alcohol. Those kinds of things really do come in play. And my goal is to be ripped. I want to have my six-pack back. That might not be everybody's goal. If you just want to look good without your shirt on and not have so much of a muffin top, you know, you don't really need to worry about all of that stuff. Just tightening up on the calorie intake can really get you to that point. So I hope that's helpful. Just remember, you can feel a little hungry. It's okay. And again, you know, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Consult your healthcare professional to make sure that you're on a path and you're being healthy and making smart decisions. But, you know, if you're sitting there thinking, do I really need to eat a Snickers bar after I just had dinner? You know, maybe not, right? And that's really what's helped me. So again, learning how to eat less. It's eat a little bit and wait, feel hungry before I eat, and then I always give myself permission to eat more if I absolutely need to make sure that I feel good and I'm being healthy, making healthy decisions. There you have it. Again, thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to support me, I would love to have your support. You're doing it already by listening to the podcast. But I'd love to see you on YouTube, where I'm uploading videos. I try to upload very regularly, a couple times a week here, and I'm doing body weight movement exercises, these high-intensity interval training, and I'm making it interesting and exciting. It's not just your normal everyday squats, lunges, push-ups. I'm creating new moves. I call this move my pretzel burpee. I'm doing a side plank and a high knee. I'm really working on bringing mobility and flexibility into these kind of flow workouts that really engage you mentally, so it feels like you're almost in this workout dance. You know, a flow is what they call it. It's a really popular movement flow, but it's also very functional in the fact that it's going to create strength and flexibility. But it engages you a little bit more, makes the workout a lot more fun, and that way, boom, 9 minutes, 10 minutes is up before you know it, and you're done with the workout. So I'd appreciate it if you could find us over there. Get all the links at our website, under10fitness.com. And coming up on the show, we're going to talk about some of the diets out there and the science behind them. And then I want to talk about 5 triggers to overcome to change your diet, right? I talked about how to eat a little bit less and how I learned how to eat less, but then there's also all these triggers. There's 5 different triggers out there. I'm going to talk about what they are and what you can do to try to help combat them so that you're not eating every time you get a trigger. That'll do it. As always, remember, stay motivated.
Thanks for listening to the Under 10 Fitness Podcast. Find workouts, mobility drills, and yoga online at under10fitness.com.